Hey y'all, I'm Chris and this is It Worth It, y'all? And today we are still working on the Every Bit Counts challenge. What we are going to do is, if you can see it right there, I have already diced a 20-quart bowl of those tomatoes that we brought home a while back. We've got everything processed in the refrigerator and now we have to do something with it. So today, don't ask me what day we're on, but today we're gonna go ahead and can. All of these are gonna be crushed or diced tomatoes, whatever you wanna call them. But we use a lot of diced tomatoes or crushed tomatoes in recipes and I'm tired of buying it. So I wanted to make my own so we know what's in it. And so here we go. What we're gonna use today is on page 56 of So Easy to Preserve. And this is the 6th edition. The recipe in my canning Bible says to start with a pound of tomatoes. I'm doing a little bit more than that. So we're putting a little bit more than a pound of tomatoes in there. As you can see, that's probably 3-4 inches deep. But it says to start the tomatoes in the pot just a little bit at first because you do not want to add all of those tomatoes in there and then you can't get to the bottom and stir and scald the bottom. So because tomatoes do have sugar in them. So we're going to work with this a little bit first and then we're gonna slowly add until we get that entire bowl into that pot. So stick around, we'll, when there's something exciting to report, I'll show you. Probably back whenever I get that whole bowl in there. And look at, you can see all the liquid that's already being pulled out of the tomatoes. I'm gonna try to strain that off before I put them into the pot so we have less juice to cook out. All right, bowl's empty. We ended up with about, what is that? About 4 cups of tomato juice that I'm gonna hang on to and see if I wanna do something with it. And that pot ended up in here. That's what it looks like so far. It's heating up. I got the fire going. Next we're gonna do is prep jars and get ready to can up plain old diced tomatoes. All right, we're jarring up. I find that whenever you actually do the hot pack method, you get more in the jar. We raw packed some tomatoes the other day and half of the jar ended up in liquid, but you can see we get a ton more tomatoes in a jar with the hot pack method because you're cooking some of that liquid out. Look at all that liquid in there. You just get a ton more tomatoes in that jar. I mean, that's a lot. So I think we're gonna be sticking with hot pack method from here on out. I just think that the raw pack method is kind of like wasted space. Look how pretty. And I did put I'll show you here in a minute. Ooh, let's put that back in. I did put a 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid. Here's my citric acid from As Your Standard. It's made out of sugar beets and sugar cane. So there's some citric, that's all you need. Just a little teeny weeny bit of citric acid in each jar. All right, jarring them up and then we're gonna get them canned. How beautiful, y'all. These are gorgeous. And they're nice and full. We got a couple more going. Got 13 minutes left on that one. But look how pretty. And I wanna, okay, so this is hot packed. That's raw packed. Look at the difference. Look how much they reduced down. Ooh, sorry. Look how much it reduced down. These, I will never raw pack again. I will always hot pack. Look how pretty. That is a stark difference. Yeah, I'm sold. It's worth the steps of hot packing. Don't raw pack, y'all. Look at the difference. There's your side-by-side comparison. Raw pack, hot pack. Go hot pack, y'all. All right, y'all, that's it for this section of Every Bit Counts challenge. We got all of those tomatoes that we bought at the local farmer's market. Got those processed. They're still going, a couple more minutes, but we did it. We got the tomatoes done. So check this day off as we got the Every Bit Count challenge finished. Today's Every Bit Counts challenge, we have harvested our basil to dry. We have some oregano, we have some mojito mint, we have some thyme, and we have some rosemary. We're gonna hang everything up to dry so we can process and put them in jars for later. All right, y'all, as you can see, this turned out so pretty. I love this drying rack that Greg gave me for Christmas. He did such a good job because this has dried so many herbs for us. It has just been a wonderful addition to the kitchen, and it is just so pretty to look at and be able to watch the herbs dry. The added bonus is the smell in the house is phenomenal. When you walk around this corner to head back from the kitchen to the bedrooms, it smells so good. I also had a different drying system in a back bedroom, and this is what this is from. We pulled down that dryer because we're gonna have company coming in. And these are chive seeds that I'm getting ready to save. We also dried a bunch of strawberry leaves for strawberry tea. We did some celery leaves just as a test, and I believe there's some lemon balm as well. But these seeds are very important to me. I love growing chives in the front yard in my perennial garden, and so it was nice to be able to save seed and put it up for next year. My adult supervision is supervising from the couch. Just wanted y'all to check in. Got one in a crate back there somewhere. He's back there somewhere. How'd I do? Everything okay? Yeah, you like it? I can tell you're thrilled. Yep, adult supervision is on point. All right, y'all, we got done with canning these tomatoes, and we have this byproduct of all this juice. So I think instead of canning tomato juice, I'm gonna make me some Bloody Mary mix. What do y'all think? Let me see if I can figure this out. But we're gonna heat this up and get her going so we can reduce it so we get some of that water cooked off so it's not as runny and it doesn't separate in the jar. All right, y'all, so all these tomatoes, we have all this leftover tomato juice that I have strained all the seeds out of, and this is about a gallon of tomato juice. And look what I found in one of my canning books. Bloody Mary mix, page 203 of the all-new Ball Book of Canning and Preserving. And so we are going to follow the Bloody Mary mix. I've got the juice, I've got some celery, W sauce, dill pickle juice, horseradish, hot sauce, salt, garlic powder, black pepper, celery seeds, smoked paprika, and bottled lemon juice. I have all of these ingredients. So let me gather all this stuff up, and obviously I'm going to double it because this is a 2-quart recipe and I have 4 quarts. Meet you back here when I've got all of the ingredients. Got all of our ingredients in here from the list on page 203 of the all-new canning book from Ball. There's our celery. We're boiling, so I want to get all this in there. And we're going to start to cooking. Y'all, that was perfect. The only thing I have to add is lemon juice, and it says you do this after you pull it off the heat, so we're just going to leave that there. We're probably going to have to use all of that for this, and I think it's going to turn out fantastic. And I think we have 100% seal rate on all of these jars. Last but not least, we had some lemons that were getting ready to go bad on the counter, and I decided to slice them up and squeeze them into these little trays and put them in the fridge for later use. Spoiler alert, they turned out perfect. Thanks y'all for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. Like the video if you like this content. Comment below and ask questions or just give us some feedback. Obviously, subscribe if you haven't already so you can keep up to date with what we're doing. Thanks so much for all of you that stick around and are constants on our YouTube channel. We love you. And until we see you on the next video, bye y'all.